Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly manifest their dreams while others struggle to make progress, even though they are trying so hard? The truth is, the universe is always working in your favor, but there are specific conditions that must be met before it can align with your highest potential. This alignment isn't just about thinking positively or wishing for things to fall into place. It's about an inner transformation that resonates with the universal flow of energy, an energetic coherence that allows the universe to mirror back your deepest desires. You may feel stuck, disconnected from your true self, or overwhelmed by the external world. But what if I told you that this feeling of stagnation is precisely the universe guiding you towards something greater? It's not a sign of failure, but a powerful signal that you are being called to align your internal world with your true purpose. The key to unlocking your greatest success lies in understanding what the universe truly expects from you. It's not about forcing outcomes or rushing towards your goals. Instead, it's about becoming the person who can attract and hold the energy of success, abundance, and prosperity. This means diving deep into your inner world, healing old wounds, aligning your energy, and learning to trust the divine timing of the universe. Throughout this video, we will explore how to shift your internal state to align with your desires, uncover the hidden patterns that may be blocking your manifestations, and learn how to work with the universe rather than against it. So if you're ready to finally step into the success you've been dreaming of, let's begin this transformative journey together. At the very core of manifestation, there lies a fundamental truth. Your vibration determines your reality. Every thought, feeling, and belief you carry creates a unique frequency that sends out signals into the universe. This frequency then interacts with the energies around you, shaping the circumstances and opportunities that show up in your life. It is not just about thinking positively or visualizing your dreams. It's about cultivating a state of being that aligns with the universe's natural rhythm and tuning yourself to the vibration of what you want to manifest. When you are out of alignment with your desires, you experience resistance, emotional blocks, limiting beliefs, and self-sabotage. These energies lower your vibration and cause a dissonance between your intentions and the reality you wish to create. It's like trying to tune a radio to the station of your dreams, but the dial is set to the wrong frequency. No matter how hard you try, you won't hear the music you're longing for. But when your internal state is in harmony with the life you wish to create, the universe responds. The universe works in frequencies, and it cannot help but mirror back the energy you are emitting. This is where true manifestation begins. By consciously shifting your internal frequency to match the reality you want to experience. Joe Dispenza, one of the foremost experts on the science of manifestation, teaches that our thoughts create the electromagnetic field around us, which in turn attracts corresponding events, people, and opportunities. When we change our thought patterns, we literally change the energy we emit. By reprogramming our minds, we are able to shift from a place of lack or limitation to one of abundance and possibility. However, shifting your vibration isn't as simple as flipping a switch. It requires deep inner work because your beliefs and emotions have been wired into your subconscious over years, if not decades. Old patterns, fears, and insecurities can keep you stuck in lower vibrational states, even when you consciously desire something different. This is why manifestation often feels elusive for many people. It's not enough to just think positive thoughts or repeat affirmations. Your thoughts must align with your emotions, your beliefs, and ultimately your actions. Understanding your own vibration begins with becoming aware of your emotions and how they influence your energy. For example, when you feel fear, worry, or frustration, you are emitting a lower vibrational frequency. These emotions signal to the universe that you are not aligned with the abundance you desire, and as a result, you may find yourself stuck in a cycle of negative experiences. On the other hand, when you cultivate emotions like gratitude, love, and joy, you raise your frequency and align with the abundance of the universe. This is why practicing mindfulness and emotional awareness is so crucial on the path to manifestation. When you can observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, you create the space to make conscious shifts. For instance, when you catch yourself feeling anxious about money, instead of suppressing or ignoring it, you can acknowledge the feeling and then consciously choose to shift your focus toward gratitude for the abundance that already exists in your life. This simple shift in perspective can radically change your vibration and, consequently, your reality. One of the most powerful ways to raise your vibrational frequency is through the practice of gratitude. Gratitude is a high vibration emotion that not only makes you feel good, but also opens the door for more good things to come into your life. When you express gratitude, whether for big blessings or small ones, you send a message to the universe that you are open and ready to receive more. The more you focus on what you are grateful for, the more your vibration rises, and the more the universe aligns with your desires. But gratitude alone isn't enough if you're still holding on to deep-seated beliefs of scarcity or unworthiness. These subconscious beliefs are often the most powerful forces keeping you stuck in lower vibrational states. You may consciously say you want to manifest abundance, but if you subconsciously believe you don't deserve it, or that money is hard to come by, your vibration will be misaligned with your desires. This is where the real work begins, uncovering and healing these limiting beliefs so that you can raise your vibration to a state of true abundance. One effective way to do this is through meditation and visualization. Meditation allows you to quiet the mind and connect with your inner self, while visualization helps you to mentally rehearse the life you want to create. As you visualize your desired outcomes, whether that's financial freedom, a loving relationship, or health, you are aligning your energy with those outcomes. This practice not only shifts your vibration, but also trains your subconscious mind to accept these desires as your new reality. Over time, the energy you are emitting will become a powerful magnet for what you want to manifest. Another key component of raising your vibration is taking inspired action. While your thoughts and emotions are essential in setting the stage for manifestation, action is the bridge that connects you to your desires. Inspired action is action that feels aligned with your goals, something that excites you or makes you feel alive. It's not about forcing yourself to do things out of obligation or fear, but rather listening to your intuition and taking steps that feel right in the moment. When you act from a place of alignment, your vibration is reinforced and the universe responds with the resources and opportunities you need to move forward. As you work on raising your vibrational frequency, it's important to be patient with yourself. Manifestation is not an instant process, and shifting your vibration takes time. However, every small change you make, every conscious shift in thought or emotion, is a step closer to your goal. Trust that the universe is always working on your behalf, and that as you align your energy, the opportunities and successes you desire will naturally flow to you. Understanding and mastering your vibrational frequency is the key to manifestation. By becoming aware of your emotional state, healing limiting beliefs, and practicing gratitude, meditation, and inspired action, you can raise your vibration and align with the abundance of the universe. When you do this, the universe cannot help but respond in kind. So take a deep breath, release what no longer serves you, and step into the high vibrational state that will allow you to manifest your dreams. The idea of manifesting abundance has captivated people for centuries, yet for many it remains an elusive concept. The majority of us have been taught to seek abundance externally, through material possessions, achievements, and success. However, true abundance begins within us, and this internal wealth is what ultimately attracts the external wealth we desire. The universe responds to the energy you put out, and if that energy is one of scarcity, doubt, or fear, it will reflect back to you a reality that mirrors those feelings. But when you tap into your inner abundance, the universe will mirror that as well, bringing prosperity into your life. Manifesting abundance is not about forcing things to happen. It is about aligning your energy with the frequency of abundance, and this alignment comes from within. So what does it mean to align with abundance? It means embracing the belief that you are worthy of all the good things that life has to offer. It involves shifting from a mindset of lack to one of abundance, and healing the wounds and limiting beliefs that may be keeping you from stepping into the flow of prosperity. The first step to manifesting abundance is recognizing and healing the unconscious beliefs that create a sense of lack in your life. Many people are unaware that their subconscious minds are the root cause of their struggles with money, success, and love. These beliefs were often formed early in life through experiences, conditioning, and societal messages. For example, a child who grows up hearing that money doesn't grow on trees may develop an unconscious belief that money is hard to come by, even if they consciously desire wealth. These limiting beliefs act as blocks, preventing the flow of abundance into your life. One of the most effective ways to identify and shift these limiting beliefs is through deep introspection and inner work. Meditation, journaling, and self-reflection are powerful tools that can help you uncover the negative beliefs you've been holding onto. Once you become aware of these beliefs, you can begin to challenge and replace them with empowering thoughts that align with abundance. Instead of thinking, "I'll never be able to afford this," shift to, "I am worthy of financial freedom, and I am open to receiving it." By changing the way you think, you change the energy you emit, and the universe begins to respond accordingly. Another crucial aspect of manifesting abundance is practicing gratitude. Gratitude is a high vibrational emotion that aligns you with the flow of prosperity. When you focus on what you already have, rather than what you lack, you activate a powerful energy of abundance. Gratitude shifts your perspective from scarcity to plenty, reminding you that there is always something to be thankful for. The more you express gratitude, the more you open yourself up to receiving even more blessings. However, gratitude alone is not enough if you still harbor deep-seated fears or negative emotions around money and success. For example, many people have subconscious fears of success. They may believe that achieving their goals will bring unwanted responsibility, judgment, or pressure. These fears are often rooted in childhood experiences, past trauma, or societal conditioning. It is essential to address and heal these fears before you can fully embrace abundance. Through practices like EFT, emotional freedom technique, hypnosis, or guided visualizations, you can begin to release these fears and replace them with a sense of empowerment and possibility. The power of visualization cannot be overstated when it comes to manifesting abundance. Visualization is a tool that allows you to see and feel the reality you want to create, aligning your energy with that reality. When you visualize your goals, whether they are financial, personal, or professional, you create a mental image of the life you desire. This mental image helps to reprogram your subconscious mind and sets the stage for your external reality to reflect that image. The more vivid and detailed your visualizations are, the stronger the energy you send out into the universe. Visualization works because the subconscious mind does not distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. When you visualize yourself already living in abundance, your mind begins to believe that it is possible for you to achieve that reality. This belief in the possibility of abundance is what allows the universe to bring opportunities and resources into your life that match that belief. As Joe Dispenza teaches, as you change your energy, you change your life. By visualizing abundance, you change your energy, and in turn, you change the circumstances of your life. But manifestation is not just about mental and emotional alignment. It also requires inspired action. Inspired action is the action that feels right in the moment, guided by your intuition and the energy of abundance. It's not about forcing yourself to work hard or struggle to achieve your goals. Instead, it's about listening to your inner guidance and taking steps that feel aligned with your desires. This may be reaching out to someone, making a financial investment, or taking time for self-care. The key is to take action from a place of flow, not from a place of fear or desperation. Inspired action is the bridge between your inner world and your outer reality. It connects your thoughts and emotions with the physical world, helping to manifest your desires into tangible results. However, it's important to remember that not all action is created equal. When you take action from a place of scarcity or fear, you reinforce the belief that there is not enough. On the other hand, when you take inspired action from a place of abundance and trust, you send out a signal to the universe that you are open and ready to receive. One powerful way to attract abundance into your life is by cultivating a mindset of service. When you focus on helping others and contributing to the greater good, you align with the energy of abundance. The universe operates on the principle of circulation. What you give comes back to you. By offering your time, energy, or resources to others, you create a flow of abundance that not only benefits those around you, but also enriches your own life. This is why acts of kindness and generosity are so closely tied to prosperity. They create a positive energy that attracts more blessings. Finally, one of the most important aspects of manifesting abundance is trust. Trust in yourself, trust in the process, and trust that the universe is working on your behalf. When you release the need to control every outcome and allow things to unfold naturally, you create space for miracles to happen. Trust is the foundation of abundance. When you trust that everything you need is already on its way to you, you allow the universe to deliver what you've asked for in its perfect timing. Manifesting abundance is a journey of inner transformation. It requires you to heal old wounds, shift limiting beliefs, and align your energy with the life you want to create. By practicing gratitude, visualization, inspired action, and service, you open yourself up to the flow of prosperity. And most importantly, by trusting the universe and surrendering to the process, you allow abundance to manifest in your life effortlessly. Remember, abundance is not something you need to chase. It is something that already exists within you, waiting to be expressed in the world. Self-sabotage is a quiet enemy that often works behind the scenes, undermining the very desires we are trying to manifest. It's a phenomenon that many people struggle with, even when they are consciously working toward their goals. The truth is, the greatest obstacle to manifestation is not the external world, but our own internal resistance. These sabotaging behaviors are often rooted in deep-seated beliefs, fears, and emotions that lie beneath the surface of our conscious awareness. They prevent us from fully embracing the abundance and success we seek, and instead keep us trapped in patterns of failure, frustration, and self-doubt. Understanding self-sabotage is the first step in overcoming it. At its core, self-sabotage is an unconscious defense mechanism. It's the mind's way of protecting itself from perceived threats, whether those threats are real or imagined. For example, someone who has grown up in an environment of financial struggle may subconsciously sabotage their efforts to manifest wealth because they believe deep down that they don't deserve it, or that wealth is dangerous. This belief is often rooted in childhood experiences, societal conditioning, or past trauma. The mind, in its attempt to protect the individual from the discomfort of change, will create behaviors that prevent success, even when the person consciously desires it. One common form of self-sabotage is procrastination. When we procrastinate, we delay taking action toward our goals, often because we feel overwhelmed, fearful, or unsure of our abilities. Procrastination creates a sense of false safety. It allows us to avoid the discomfort of stepping into the unknown or facing the fear of failure. However, this delay only strengthens the cycle of stagnation, keeping us stuck in a state of inaction. The longer we procrastinate, the more we reinforce the belief that we are not capable of achieving our goals. This belief becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, as our lack of action leads to a lack of results. Another form of self-sabotage is perfectionism. The desire to do everything perfectly can create a paralysis of sorts, where nothing ever gets done because we are afraid it won't be good enough. Perfectionism is often rooted in a fear of judgment or rejection. We want to avoid criticism or failure at all costs, so we set impossibly high standards for ourselves and then procrastinate, unable to meet those standards. This pattern can prevent us from taking the necessary risks or making the bold moves required for success. Perfectionism, like procrastination, is a form of avoidance, a way to shield ourselves from the vulnerability of putting ourselves out there. The root of these sabotaging behaviors often lies in our subconscious beliefs. These beliefs, formed from our early experiences and the messages we've received throughout our lives, shape how we view ourselves and our place in the world. If you believe, on some deep level, that you are unworthy of success or that failure is inevitable, then no matter how much effort you put into manifesting your desires, you will be working against yourself. The universe responds to your energy, but if that energy is filled with fear, doubt, or unworthiness, the universe will mirror back to you those same energies. This is why it's essential to uncover and heal these limiting beliefs in order to break free from the cycle of self-sabotage. The good news is that once you become aware of these sabotaging behaviors and the beliefs behind them, you can begin to reprogram your mind for success. One powerful tool for breaking free from self-sabotage is mindfulness. Mindfulness allows you to become aware of your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors in the present moment, without judgment. When you are mindful, you can catch yourself in the act of self-sabotage before it spirals out of control. For example, when you feel the urge to procrastinate, mindfulness allows you to recognize the underlying fear or doubt that is causing the delay. By acknowledging the fear without judgment, You can choose to take action anyway, despite the discomfort. Another effective technique for overcoming self-sabotage is reframing. Reframing is the process of changing the way you perceive a situation. Instead of seeing a setback or failure as evidence that you are not capable, you can reframe it as a learning opportunity, a chance to grow and improve. Reframing shifts your perspective from one of victimhood to one of empowerment. It helps you to see challenges as stepping stones on the path to success, rather than roadblocks that prevent you from reaching your goals. When you reframe your experiences in this way, you release the power that self-sabotage has over you and open yourself up to the possibility of success. Visualization is another powerful tool for overcoming self-sabotage. When you visualize your success, you create a mental image of the life you desire, and this image becomes a guiding force that pulls you toward your goals. Visualization helps to reprogram your subconscious mind, replacing negative beliefs with positive, empowering ones. By vividly imagining yourself achieving your goals, you begin to wire your brain for success. You start to believe on a deep level that your dreams are not only possible, but inevitable. This belief, in turn, helps to overcome the fears and doubts that lead to self-sabotage. It's also important to practice self-compassion on the journey to overcoming self-sabotage. Many people who struggle with self-sabotage are incredibly hard on themselves. They beat themselves up for every mistake or failure, which only reinforces their feelings of inadequacy. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a close friend. Instead of criticizing yourself for making mistakes, you acknowledge that mistakes are a natural part of the learning process. When you practice self-compassion, you break free from the cycle of self-criticism and create a supportive inner dialogue that encourages growth and progress. Ultimately, overcoming self-sabotage requires a shift in mindset. It's about recognizing that you are worthy of success and abundance, and that you have the power to create the life you desire. It's about understanding that failure is not a reflection of your worth, but simply a stepping stone on the path to mastery. The universe is always ready to support you, but it requires you to step into your power, to trust yourself, and to take inspired action. When you release the fears, doubts, and beliefs that hold you back, you align with the energy of success, and the universe responds by bringing you the opportunities, resources, and support you need to manifest your desires. Breaking free from self-sabotage is not an overnight process, but with patience, self-awareness, and dedication, it is entirely possible. As you continue on your journey of manifestation, remember that you are not alone. The universe is always guiding you, and every step you take in healing and transformation brings you closer to the success and abundance that are already yours. Transformation is not an event, but a journey. It is a process of shedding old patterns, beliefs, and fears that no longer serve you, and stepping into a new way of being, one that aligns with your true self and the abundant life you are destined to live. Inner transformation requires deep, often uncomfortable work, but it is this very work that leads to the profound shifts necessary for manifestation to occur. This journey is not linear, and it often involves moments of doubt, struggle, and resistance. However, it is through these challenges that you will uncover the strength and wisdom needed to create lasting change. The first step in the journey of inner transformation is self-awareness. Without awareness, it is impossible to recognize the beliefs and behaviors that are holding you back. Most people go through life on autopilot, unaware of the subconscious patterns that govern their thoughts, emotions, and actions. These patterns are often learned in childhood, influenced by family, society, and past experiences. They shape how you see yourself and the world around you, and they ultimately determine the kind of life you create. One of the most common subconscious patterns that hinder transformation is the belief that you are not enough. Whether it is the belief that you are not worthy of success, love, or abundance, these limiting beliefs create a barrier between you and your desires. The universe responds to the energy you put out, but if that energy is filled with feelings of inadequacy, you will attract situations and experiences that confirm your beliefs of unworthiness. Becoming aware of these limiting beliefs is the first step in transforming them. Meditation, journaling, and self-reflection are powerful tools that can help you uncover the beliefs and patterns that are blocking your progress. When you begin to examine your thoughts and emotions without judgment, you create the space for change to occur. The key is to identify the beliefs that are no longer serving you and to consciously choose to replace them with new, empowering beliefs that align with the life you want to create. However, self-awareness alone is not enough. Transformation also requires action, specifically inspired action. Inspired action is the action that feels aligned with your higher self and your true desires. It is action that flows naturally from a place of love, joy, and trust, rather than fear, doubt, or control. Many people believe that manifestation is simply about thinking positive thoughts and waiting for things to fall into place. While the mind is powerful, it is through action that you bring your desires into reality. Inspired action is the bridge between your inner world and your outer world, connecting your thoughts and emotions with physical reality. Taking inspired action often requires stepping outside of your comfort zone. It involves doing things that feel risky or uncertain, but that are in alignment with your true purpose. This can be terrifying, especially when fear and doubt arise, but it is in these moments of discomfort that transformation occurs. The universe will not deliver your desires on a silver platter. It requires you to step up and take responsibility for your own growth. As you take action, even in the face of fear, you will find that the universe supports you, providing the resources and opportunities needed to move forward. Another crucial aspect of the journey of inner transformation is healing. Many people carry emotional wounds from past experiences, and these wounds can create blocks that prevent them from fully stepping into their power. Healing these wounds is essential for creating the space needed for transformation. Whether it is past trauma, heartbreak, or unresolved anger, these emotional wounds must be addressed in order to move forward. Healing is not about forgetting or erasing the past. It is about acknowledging and releasing the pain so that it no longer has a hold on you. One powerful way to heal is through forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about excusing the actions of others, but about releasing the grip that anger, resentment, and hurt have on your heart. When you hold on to negative emotions, you are allowing the past to dictate your present and future. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself, not to the person who hurt you. It frees you from the chains of emotional pain and allows you to move forward with peace and clarity. As you forgive, you create the emotional space necessary for your desires to manifest. In addition to forgiveness, self-love is a cornerstone of the transformation process. It is impossible to manifest the life you desire if you do not love and honor yourself. Self-love is not about narcissism or ego. It is about recognizing your inherent worth and treating yourself with kindness and respect. When you love yourself, you raise your vibration, and the universe responds by bringing you the people, opportunities, and experiences that align with that love. Self-love also means accepting yourself as you are, flaws and all. Many people struggle with perfectionism, believing that they must be perfect in order to deserve success or love. This belief creates a cycle of self-criticism and fear, preventing true transformation from taking place. Perfectionism is rooted in the fear of being judged or rejected, and it keeps you stuck in a state of constant striving, never feeling good enough. In order to transform, you must let go of the need for perfection and embrace your authentic self with all of your imperfections. As you embark on the journey of inner transformation, it is essential to cultivate patience and trust in the process. Transformation is not an overnight event. It is a lifelong journey. There will be times when you feel stuck, frustrated, or discouraged, but it is important to remember that these challenges are a natural part of the process. Trust that the universe is guiding you and that every experience, whether positive or negative, is an opportunity for growth. The more you surrender to the process and allow the transformation to unfold naturally, the more you will align with your true purpose and the abundance that awaits you. The journey of inner transformation is not always easy, but it is always worth it. By becoming aware of your limiting beliefs, taking inspired action, healing emotional wounds, and cultivating self-love, you create the foundation for a life of abundance, joy, and fulfillment. As you align with your true self, the universe will respond by bringing you the opportunities and experiences that match your vibration. So, trust in the process, be patient with yourself, and know that the transformation you seek is already within you, waiting to be unlocked. The journey to manifesting your greatest success is not a destination, but a continuous process of inner transformation. It requires courage to face your fears, release old beliefs, and align with the energy of abundance. Throughout this journey, You will encounter moments of doubt, frustration, and resistance, but it is precisely through these moments that your growth occurs. Every challenge is an opportunity for you to shed old layers and step into the highest version of yourself. The universe is always ready to support you, but it cannot align with your desires unless you align with it. Manifestation is not a passive process. It is an active co-creation with the universe. When you raise your vibrational frequency, take inspired action, heal past wounds, and cultivate self-love, you create the space for abundance to flow into your life. Remember, transformation is not about achieving perfection. It is about progress, and progress is made one step at a time. Stay patient, stay focused, and trust that the universe is guiding you toward your ultimate success. Are you ready to stop resisting the flow of abundance and start aligning your energy with your dreams? If so, take a moment to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss out on powerful insights like this. Keep watching to continue on this transformative journey with us. Your success is waiting for you.